Hey people, welcome to Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Today I got to go through some boxes of electrical and talk about some of the viewer emails that I've gotten. So stick around, stay tuned, this will be a pretty cool episode.
Alright, one of the questions I got was after Joey and I did all this and then boxed in down here, how come we didn't box the entire frame? A lot of this has to do with triangulation, and I learned a lot of the triangulation tips from this other show, which I'll explain in a minute. But from this point to here, it's been boxed. From here back is where the original yoke went, and I have mounts for my leaf spring. So if I box that in, if I ever needed to change that out, I'd be screwed. Then it's connected 10 inches back to the new motor mount, which we put in. You can see over here, Joey and I put in vertical supports behind it. So the actual surface area is only from here to here. That's not boxed in. Everything else is triangulated. So that's why I didn't box it in. Not only that, I didn't have a whole bunch of metal to spare, and plus I would have been screwing myself by covering it all up. So that's why I didn't do it. Here's a little more update. I brought in Sam's face and it's actually dry. It's bone dry now, and it's a pretty smooth job. Now this is just the first coat, preliminary coat. I'm gonna paint it a couple more times because it's in the front. You know, when you're driving down the road and the dude's flicking rocks up, it's gonna be all smacking up on here, so I'm gonna try to put as many coats on it as I can. Box number 1 of wires. Box number 2 of wires. I gotta sit these out in the driveway and kind of go through them. And while I'm doing that, I'll be telling you guys some of the shows that I watch to get a lot of these tips and tricks. One of which was Ed Big Daddy Rod. Any search engine will bring up a plethora of information about this dude. Ed was a guy back in the day that pretty much kicked off the California hot rod builder circuit just because of some of the stuff he did. Some of you may recognize one of his icons, Rat Fink. Ah, yeah. He's pretty cool, dude. Ed's the contributor to where you hear the term rat rod. Another person I looked up to, and you've heard me mention him before on the show, was Indian Larry. Now this dude, the way he looked at stuff was more like art. I saw him, like he used to put on some of his motorcycles oil filter that was highly visible, like off a car on the back end. And you can find a picture of one on his bike. And I remember him saying that he did it for functionality, but he also liked the way it looked as he put it together. The mechanical aspects of the motorcycle was like rolling art. Function was more important than form, but the form of the function that came out of it was really, you know, not only was it cool to look at, but it was very mechanical and it worked well. Another show that I like watching is Muscle Cart, and that's on Power Block TV. You'll have to check your local listings or go to this link and watch the videos. Lou builds extreme muscle cars, and in some senses he beefs them up to race status. So if you could put a race part that can handle all the torque and the momentum and the push and drive and, you know, the hard driving, if you put it in a normal car, chances are you're not going to burn it up. It's a better part to put in your vehicle. There's another set of people I like watching, and that's on the same channel, but different topic. It's Extreme 4x4. Ian on the show, this dude is a gear guru. He will tear apart some of the most complicated rear ends and trannies, and he'll rebuild them like it's nothing, and he'll show you exactly step by step how to do it, how to tricks, how to, it's just, it amazes me. The guy teaches a shop class for high school, so it's like he does this every day, and he's the guy that I learned about triangulation and the welding tips and whatever. So if you want to learn something, watch Ian. His co-host Jessie, she's smoking hot. She's also working on there, and she, you know, shows you just about every other trick that Ian doesn't. So you get a full list of stuff that's really good to watch, and you'll learn a lot. Alright, I got it worked down into some more manageable pieces, took it all apart, blah blah blah. Hope this was okay with Joey because I cut out the fuse boxes. I'm going to use both of them so there's enough, and like I said before, These are all, what do you call it, labeled? I'll get it right. Auxiliary fuel, seat belt, blah, blah, blah. Get it? They both are like the same. I'm gonna build a box for these to go in. You know what I mean? To fit inside Sam. Once I figure that configuration out, I'm gonna weld up something metal and then attach it to the inside of the cab. Alright, people. Got some square stock going on. Cut it up around it so it fits. I'm gonna weld this on the corners. Make a spot so the stuff can come down. You know, you might be wondering, why are you running 2 fuse boxes, dude? That one was enough to run the entire truck. I'll show you, just for this reason. When I had an alarm put in, look at what these guys did, dude. They just put these clamps and clips onto existing wire. It screwed stuff up. So if I ever want to have accessories done, I'm going to tell those schmucks, use the open panel. Get it? It's for accessories and add-ons that come later, so you don't have some jack off in some store somewhere digging through your wires and doing stuff you wouldn't do. So yeah, I'm gonna weld that up, blah blah blah. Okay, I got a little something done. They're gonna mount on this side. The other side's just da-da-da. I skinned it using a piece that was out of Joey's big screen TV. Recycle parts, dude. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit those in there the way they would go on the other side and mark the holes, so when I flip it over it'll be, you know what I mean, like this. So when it's sitting on there, I'll just put it on this side, mark the holes, drill them, have a couple bolts coming through, and then it'll slide over the bolts. It's set up to hold both of them. See what I mean? Man, nice. Look at that fit, dude. Jeez. Could I got any better? So anyway, I'm going to go through these, trace where each wire goes, and then like mark them. I also got to make a mounting deal, but the weather's kind of going bad. Looks like it's gonna dump, dude. Can't be welding out in the rain. I'll keep going. I'm going for it, man. Root for me. Alright, babies. There it is. My thumb's covering one of the tabs, but I fabbed up these tabs, welded them on. It'll mount up in between the center part of the dash behind it a little bit. Kind of just got these propped in there with nails, but they're already drilled, ready to go. Gotta mount it. I gotta clean up all this mess, so jeez. Alright, people, that's gonna take care of today's episode. I have a few more things I have to do. I hope you enjoyed watching today's episode. Thanks for watching Bethel Brothers Hot Rod. Peace!